Okay. We'll do a sound check here in a minute. Gotta wait for the auto host to stop. Yes, I know. Added new ways to pause for chat. Blah, 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 blah. So we're back with the squad, and we're ready to leave the Sochin. How is my audio? Good. Ah, feels good.
Ooh, smells less like a capital, more like a sewer.
Even empires have need of sewers. The runoff from Arcades proper pools here, those who lack papers to live in the city itself. The mighty who have fallen, and the fallen who would be mighty. Their eyes never leave Arcades.
I guess it must be a lot nicer than this place.
Oh, to be sure. Arcades reeks of a different filth. Let's be off. We can follow our noses to Draclaw.
Old Arcades. So this is basically Arcades 1.0. Plenty of worms coming out of the ground here, but not many of them the sort with 2 legs. Gonna make your fortune in the capital? Word of advice, worms. Turn back while you still got guild to your name. It's sound advice, I'm not gonna lie. To buy information or perhaps to sell. Knowledge is what makes this town work. Well, if I had a gill or a chop to spare, I'd make an offer for what you know right now. Lost all my money, can't even afford the airship back home to Rabanastre. Thought going back to Sochin, but I hear some ancient worm lurks down there, and I don't much care to run into one of those. You think I could get away on these legs? Bah, I'm stuck here for life. Look, would you buy something to help a fellow out? So I don't know that there's actually much I want to buy from you, to be honest. I'll get some more Phoenix Downs, because why not? And I think we're sitting on pretty much a gold mine of just stuff. I keep holding on to this multi-scale. I don't think I'm ever going to use it, but look. How many of these do I have? We'll hold on to them, just in case. I doubt they'll ever come into effect, but still. Poor Doom Mace. Goodbye, Warhammer. We'll hold on to Beetlejuice, just in case. Fucking love the Goku pole. Won't let me use it. Slow on hit. Absorb Holy. We're gonna hold on to the white mask. I'm really thinking about stealing the shield, but at the same time, maybe I'll hold on to it just because. Keep the dragon shield also. Round shield can go. Round shield we don't need. Pointy hat, goodbye. Soldier's cap, goodbye. Goodbye. So long, farewell, and Peter saying goodbye. Half damage fire, weak to ice. I don't think that ever came into effect, but I don't really care one way or the other. Also, I don't know why I'm holding onto the Firefly, but it's there. Oh shit, I've only got the 1 mega elixir? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Just, I thought I'd have more at this point. Got 10 regular elixirs, which is good. Yeah, we're gonna sell all this crap. Which is weird, because, again, he doesn't have a guild to his name, but we're able to sell all this shit to him. It must be on credit or something, because I have no idea how he has that money to give us. I completely forgot about that. I can just go from the left and do it that way. I was doing it the hard way the whole time. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Works a lot better if you just go to the tens column. Also considering that I have fucking hundreds of these things. That's nuts. That's fucking insane how many of these things I have. All those hides, holy shit. Yeah, when you've got 99 of something in your loot, get rid of that shit. Because that's just lost revenue. One phase stone, some Gemini gems, some Earth Magicite, Pisces gem, couple dorsal fins, a sky jewel, and some death powder. Come on, Bazaar. Trident. Cloud staff, razor gloves. Wasn't anything really good, was it? Oh well. Screw it. Strength and HP is full. Alright. Yeah, you don't sell much of else anything, do you? Alright, so cleared the loot in my inventory, which is all fine and good. A little disappointed, but it's okay. No big deal. People here, all dreams in the city, am stripped away and fell back down. Here's an unfamiliar face. If you're hoping to go up to the city, best find yourself information like that. Interest ardents and gentry. Word travels fast in this town. New information is born, grows old, and dies in a day. The Emperor's assassination? Ancient history, my friend. Oh, wait a minute. Did I actually? Yes, I did. And it's ice. Okay, no, that works. That's pretty good. Uh-oh. Sorry, I was reading my friend's message. It's okay. Shining eyes that see but never show. You know the sort. Whom do I speak of? Vayne, of course. Only a man like that could do what he's done, killing his own two brothers in cold for opposing the Emperor. Why would you give out that information for free? Wish you luck. Go up there, you die a little inside. Part of you goes cold and black. Just like them senators. I'd stay down here if I were you. Tired of swapping tidbits of information on the street, though there's naught else I fancy doing, truth be told. That's the problem with success. Depends on what you're fishing for. Fishing for my past. For the fire of my youth. What? No, you cannot feed a family with the past, but you can keep yourself warm at night. Loiterer. I'm tired of swapping oh, it's the same guy. He just walked around the corner. That's why I earn me rest. Don't you fancy rest, youngin'? We've no money, so don't even bother trying to relieve us of it. I played many a man false in the city. So I did. Of course, I was being played at the same time, though I didn't know it. I've ruined so many men. 'Tis all I could do now to hide myself here and hope I don't run into any former clients. What am I doing? Gathering tidbits of knowledge, that's what. Think you got bags of time like you oldies? 'Cause I ain't. Brother of mine only brought them cockatrices when we had the chance. Rich men today, so we would. Not half as tasty as they have you believe. This recent interest in them's a fad, mark my words. Nah, cockatrices or no, our fate's the same. Wait a minute. Do I know this cockatrice? Me? I've lived here for a good while now, but I had a jolly hard time when I first arrived. The city was far cry from the native Giza, you see. But I've seen so much in this town, people of all walks of life. Now there's a fascinating thing. Seen plenty of men who failed at it, lost their hope and then their happiness. Most sad. Why, hope's the most important thing of all. We cockatrices, we must hold to our hope even when our days in this world seem to be numbered. Me, I hope to see my homeland once more. So, the reason we can talk to the cockatrice is because we got the bird of a feather when we did that one hunt, which was the rock toys out in the rains, which gave me the ability to talk to cockatrices now, which is wonderful, let me tell you. He ain't the head no more. There's a lot of them around here. Them used to be Eds, I mean. Ain't plain to see. One of the many what tried to make it up in the city fell back down here if only I hadn't signed that paper. Yeah, I was an ardent with the rest of them. All it took was one broker, one binding agreement, and nary a scruple in sight. If I find him, I'll... Oh, what, you want something? Oh, how I get to the city? Up the stairs off to the west entrance? Better be prepared, mate. Hang on. Alright. Jules! We're gonna go see my boy Jules. Love that man. Good guy. Once she gets going, she don't half go on. I'll only say her granddad sets her straight. Ain't my place to worry about it, though, I suppose. The granddaughter claims she's seen a great airship. Of course, I thought it was the Alexander, that being the biggest I know of, but her description... Mayhap they have a new, bigger airship now? Possible. I just love his name. Sighing Boy now. This geezer? Nah, he ain't dead. Not by a stretch. He was once a soldier once. Made it pretty far, he seems. He's lived a full life, if you ask me. Maybe not a rust. Good to be home. Those who went up to the city and never came back, they either made it or fell by the wayside, forgotten. But not me. Bloomin' hungry. Me mum and me gran keep me telling me sitting's the best way when you're hungry. But it don't seem to be working for me. Maybe if I have a chat with me mum, I'll forget all about the empty belly, or maybe not. I'm bloomin' hungry. So, yeah, every time I talk to these people, they get new names just based on their story. Returnee, Quiet Talker, Sighing Boy, Perplexed Grandpa. It's really fucking weird. I love it. Off tomorrow to Destiny. Mark my words, I'll be the richest man in Arcadia soon. I'll bring you a diamond big enough to prove it. So soon? Oh, no, I knew 'twould come in time. Spare me the diamond to stay true. I'll be waiting. Oh shit, she's just like, she's a diamond, man. You keep her. She's like, nah bitch, you just come back home and you don't, like, get anything happen to you. Oh, you there. Look like someone who knows a good deal when he sees it. So how's about some Moogles then, eh? I got 8 of them. Discount if you take the lot. It's a bargain. They're cute and they dance. Motherfucker selling Moogles? I swear to God. The Seeker over there seems a bit dodgy. Says he's a merchant of some sort, but I haven't seen him peddling any wares. Well, joining the Watch is a good way to get into the world. The others tell me it's a hard life. Full of hard choices. What to do, what to be. That's the problem with having too much information. 'Tis difficult to make up your mind. See that bridge up there? On the far side of that is the Imperial City of Arcades. When I get a bit bigger, I'm going to be a soldier there. Oh. Indecisive, man. Getting lots and lots of rust. The Moogles ate! Seek there was, he sought to play Cupo Podilo. He said, I'll take you far away. A gourmet tour he promised us. But all we've had is curds and whey. So these Moogles, I don't know why they're singing and dancing. Because honestly, they're engineers just naturally. They should have been able to take on that Seek. What? Ain't here for your view, nor are we begging, nor are we blocking up your precious gutter. Not yet, at least, so get lost. Away, away, my granddad was a right important man up in the city, don't you know? Hush with you, see, sweetheart. Begging your pardon, sir. Pay her no mind to her. She talks about things she knows little of. I have a lot in me past, but today I'm just one of the proud wretches of Old Town, clinging to the underbelly of the Empire. Now leave us be. Little brother's back. Pride and joy of the clans come back with tales from the city. So how was it? Don't tell me. You made a mint, didn't you? Enough for us all, I bet. Well, I, did set up a shop, but the competition, let your guard down for a moment, the next store over will slip a knife in your ribs. How I've wanted to come home. Didn't make it. Alright. And again, that's basically going to be the whole thing for today, is just get through Arcades. As fun and as interesting as that all sounds, let me tell you. It's a thing. It's a whole trial, and I'm gonna basically be talking to everybody. It also helps if you have a good memory. Don't bother talking to her, trying to talk to her. My sister's not stopped looking off in the distance ever since her fellow went up to the city. Ah, shit. Little sister. Beauty Size got her name. See, there's 2 kinds of people here. Them that want to go up to the city, and them that want to keep those people down here where they belong, telling them lies and spreading misinformation to confuse them. Them poor ones what never made it, they're the ones what are signed, see? You weren't heading up the city, were you? Ready to begin a new life up in the city, that's for sure. I've been tricked out of all I own before, but this time I'll go prepared. That old woman is gonna go for it. Tell you a secret, but it comes between us two, right? Spied somewhat incredible just now. What? Wouldn't you like to know? So it was a bag of coin just thrown in a barrel, it was. With a hoard like that, the city will be me oyster. Don't go tell anyone, you hear? Fran's got worried. She keeps talking to me about what's going on in the city, making her fortune. She's old. Hopes and dreams, but never any knowledge. Venture to battle without a blade, am I right? Go to the city without a proper knowledge? Why, 'tis the same thing. I'll tell you something else. It was knowledge that brought them senators to their knees, and that's the truth. Still want to go to the city? So everybody's a goddamn information broker in this town. Like, no joke. Like, that's the whole gimmick. Don't think you can look down at me. I'm saving my gil to get out of here and up there. Why, I've got a bag full of coin put aside already. That is, I had a bag full of coin until someone came along and stole it. Grr. Sure be safe house and barrel, too. So, I have that information, which is simple enough. Going on from here is Arcades. You go there, you best watch yourself. People there, they pluck your feathers to live in a chocobo, or from a living chocobo if they thought you'd make a profit on them. I'd turn back if I was you. We're gonna deal with this doofus over here a little bit later. What's up, my man? Proper gent. Think you might not stare at me? I'm in the midst of a very important conversation. He is, in fact, that. More knots of rust. Is there anything in this town besides knots of rust? I don't think there is, but still. And the map doesn't do a good job of pointing them out, that's for damn sure. Arcadian vulgar. Hear a tale, perhaps? There's not a lot to be learned from the stories of the past. A lot you youngsters seem to have forgotten. To your peril, you should know a little more respect for fairy tales. You mean tales of monsters I probably already killed by just happenstance? Sorry, I got nothing worth selling. Boy, be wise to pass on anything you heard to me. A good price going on in the Ministry of Law and Senate. Boy would stand to make a profit. Okay, there we go. Seven whole gil. That's all. Ill luck rub off on you. I lost everything. Only I had the right information. No, straight up. Information broker. Every single one. Plans to go to the city with my bow. But he kept me waiting for hours. I expect he's lost. He's so provincial. Gathering up all the information I could lay my hands on, but turns out some of that weren't true, and before long I ended up back down here. That'll happen. See, he's just up these stairs, and me head says all I gotta do is walk up them, but me feet are trembling. What with the assassination and all. You're the ones that didn't make it up there, dregs, dropouts, and how I tired the vulgar life, but I'll get out. That's the problem with some of these cities, though. It's like, you can't go out into the wild because, like, straight up, They have nowhere to go. There's monsters outside of every gate. They can't go into the dungeons. There's only one way out. It's just like, alright. That sort of sucks for all of you, doesn't it? And the answer is yes. Yes, it does, in fact. So, now that we've basically talked to everybody in Old Arcades, thank God it's so small. We're about ready to go here, so let's give them a talking to. And in the capital, you have credentials? I have. Well, I don't see any. Can't just throw open our gates to you vulgars, you know? Especially not the lion kind. Away with you. Damn. Well, well, well. There's a sight for sore eyes. Didn't think I'd be seeing you again. Not here. Oh, wonderful. Enter the street ear. A pirate would do well to smile. Wouldn't want to sour his reputation. You know this guy? An old friend. He's a street ear, a peddler of rumor and hearsay. By the name of Jules. He'll bite a gill given to him by his own mother and shave it by half to pay for her funeral. Sometimes an ear with a tight purse string is the order of the day. Like when a pirate decides he fancies going up in the world. To the city, you know a way? In Arcades, knowledge is power. And power has a way of opening doors, boy. Now, a fool will buy a sack of feathers for his pillow, but a wise man? He'll buy the whole stinking cockatrice and get his fill of meat in the bargain. So, wise man, how does 1,500 gil sound? You know, that's gonna put me under a little. I don't know if I can afford it. You know what? For you, Jules, why not? Right, boy, you learn fast. I do learn fast. I've been told that many a time. I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumors in town? Actually, I did hear about a man who picked a bag of coins out of a barrel. Bags and barrels, eh? A boy would do well to bring that morsel to a man named Beasley near here. Tell him what you heard. Beasley, you say? I know exactly where that man is. So for fetch quests, I'm mostly going to go at 4 times speed. Right over there. There's my boy. What? You're telling me you know the bloke that's taken the coin? Oh, it was him, was it? We're going to be going back and forth quite a bit. And I went the wrong way, because I forgot how stairs work. And I miss my street ear, man. Not you. Where is he? Oh, he's over in that corner. You told him just as I told you. Good boy. I'm not sure what any of this has to do with going up in the world. Oh, witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See, it begins. Hey, 'tis a fight! Beasley's gone wild! And they just left their post. Now's our chance. Thanks, Jules. Never thought you'd go so far for such a meager price. Pirates should know that words are worth gil uncountable. Here's some words for you. The prodigal Bonanza's son come back to the Imperial Roost? See? Words of much value, these. Bah! Balthier loves his bah. He'll say bah about everything. Welcome to the Imperial City of Arcades.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city. Even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaughn. You were always marching to your own beat. Almost like you were impatient, even. In a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaughn. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaughn. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Bosch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the
It was.
subject.
Right.
Thundiga, before you go through, you go. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. You don't have Guild for Jewels, you can't move on to Dracula or Liver. Send force back down to Socha Cape Palace hunt until you get another 2,500 gold. Or so. Okay. So, we are now in shop mode. I'm going to walk back because, stupidly enough, it doesn't fill in the map because it just pushes you forward into the map if you do it this way. So, we're in trouble in Arcades. Steer clear of the area. Not anyone in the right mind would want to go down there in the first place. And you're not wrong, but still, it's a little rude. Damn, can't get down there. He's not from up here. Court musician by trade. Hear him play the lute. I think it would. You'd think it would sing. We go our separate ways here, Vaughn. I have some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Huh? Hey. Now, he says that, but he's still a party member. It doesn't really matter because we will meet up with him and everything else. It's one of those things. Tickets for the Mummer's Farce. And the right number on the right day. She can't be trusted with such things. 5 years since I finally quit my lodgings in old Arcades. I still lack the gil to open a boutique of my own. So what I'm doing is, again, we're talking to all the NPCs we can to get their actual title. Because it'll make it a lot easier to find them later. Because if you just run past them, they won't have their names. It'll be almost impossible to figure out who the fuck is who. Granted, I do have a guide and all that sort of stuff, so I could just look it up, but I'm hoping I don't have to rely on it too much. Trouble between a man I met, a business associate of my father. From my mind, he's so dashing, so mysterious. Of course, I'm certain a gentleman of his means would be affianced. At the very least, of course he would. Born of the Empire, raised by the Empire, and within her walls I did grow old. Yet the city is not always grand, nor the Empire always prosperous. Youth today, they only know of her glory and nothing of her history. How little they think on the sacrifices of the past, it troubles me. Money, gentlemen. Money's like to seed. Do you not agree? Keep it locked away. It is as something dead. Yet use it poorly, it will never live. There will be someone with use for my money, for I would have it live, and if I could but find the hands to tend it, I would gladly share its fruit. So basically, he's looking for somebody to finance. Oh, the guards just straight up left. The second I went around the loop, they're gone. Alright. And yes, we're going to spend a considerable amount of time shopping. Oh ho ho! My Reginald is quite the brightest child, I assure you. I blush with confidence. He is his mother's wit. Tutor by trade I am, and of late unemployed. Why? My pupils transferred to Vizjerba, leaving me to seek out a new charge. It's grown harder in recent years to pass examinations, yet I have the utmost confidence in my ability to prepare any student. Prepare them all! My beau and I have been working together as of late. We got a stack of chops to show for our troubles, too. Husband was a judge, a fine one at that, filled with righteousness and justice, our house's pride, the pride, too, of our borough. And it was his very own justice that brought his end, to die attempting to save a child's life. And the child of a foeman, no less. How like him. I mean, it's a noble gesture. Foppish man. Sweetling, have you heard? My good friend Otto's gone missing. Oh, I heard. Fell in love with a, pardon me, tart down in old Arcadies, they say. He was always a character. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure you find selection magic befitting the Empire's finest magical emporium. Thank you for Thunderga. Thunderga! Yeah, she's stuck at tier 2 stuff. An unfortunate thing, but it's fine. I think it's so strange that only the black magic user can actually use these spells. Rokenmo! Or Rokenmu, I'm sorry. We already had Rokenmo. Inquire about the medallion. Would you hear my plight? It is sad, though common. I needed money. Unthinking, I sold my moon silver medallion. Must have it back. I have need of it, but the man whom I sold it to, one Otto, is missing. I know exactly where that man is. Where are pine and sandalwood chops? Here in Arcadies, people spend their whole lives trying to get their hands on pine chops, and, if they're lucky, a chop of fine sandalwood. Gil, they're only good for buying and selling of goods. You can have all the gil in the world and it won't buy you respect. Only chops of pine or a chop of sandal will win you that. See, the chops represent your contribution to the greater good of the Empire. Common citizens might come by pinewood chops enough during their daily lives, but it takes a soldier or some great deed to earn sandalwood. Just passing through. Best of luck to you. Think me foolish? No doubt I'm not. I'm a fool. I should never have left her behind in old Arcadies to come here. She always dreamed of a place where we could be happy together. It made her sad. She would spend hours gazing into the distance. Me, I gazed up at the city. So sure I held the answers. I was desperate for greatness. But that was the most foolish dream of all. See a swindler about? No, not that you know of. You did. He's a master disguise. Why, he's dressed like me and walked off with my earnings. If I don't find him quick, I'm ruined. Finished. End of story. I can't go back to scratching for my own gill in the old town. How do you imitate me so well? You know, I'm oft told I have a knack for magics. Of course, I've little coin to buy such things. I should be handling magics, not turnips. Here in the capital, if you take pride in your work, you'll do right by your customers, anyone making decent living. Now, regular chops are made of pine, but the nobles use chops of sandal, sweet-smelling things. My girlfriend and I will get them someday. See a swindler about? No, yeah, locked on my earnings. Yeah, so the lookalikes are not that far, which is hilarious, because they're like, he looks just like me. Travel and Mummer taught me this one. Used to live here in the city. So he said. Oh, to be a judge, to bring order and peace to the world, and that morning's work. Oh, to be. How does one become a judge anyway? Oop. I love how we just straight up just blend in. I'm Chancellor at the Academy of Magic. Sadly, there's little need of our art in this age of ready convenience. Applicants' numbers are down. Academy itself may be blamed for placing profit above pursuit and quality in instruction. If not quality, what have we, I ask? Sounds like Flower Girl or Plant Girl down there might have a new teacher. Play night here. Could have been sold. I knew I should have bought it when I had the chance. Stumbled on a rather good book of techniques the other day. Good as it was, I still missed out some of the best, so my search continues. Hey, what's up, Cartographers Guild? I already really had a map of that location, but that's fine. Thanks, Moogle. You're a good bro. Many varieties of techniques. Write a book, guaranteed bestseller. Try and learn some more techniques, impresses the ladies, with too many big words in these books. Hardly any pictures. Another chop master. So, in all these stores, there is a chop master. It doesn't matter which one I go to. Like, it'll always work. Techniques from far and wide, new and old. Take a look around, guarantee you shan't be disappointed. And yet you have nothing new. You literally have nothing I want. Fucking insane. Came here all the way, could use a plane, make some trinket, but got separated from my guide on the road, couldn't find the client. There's no way to make it back home on my own. Here I thought my fortunes were looking up, but is my woman going to steam about this? Are you the guy who's supposed to replace the dude out in the post? I feel like you're the man. Mummer at his act, oh, it was truly splendid. Made me feel like a maiden in the spring of her youth once more. How I'd love to share this with my daughter. Take me far and wide, I'm not on the road for 6 months a year. Danger, near misses, daily affairs. Of course, I would care to wear a proper protective. My sword arm is good enough to hold off your average fell beast. So again, we are going to end up talking to all these people yet again. It's just easier to identify them when they have their name tiles above their heads instead of Ardent which is not helpful. What am I doing? I'm crying for wares the armorers. Should have gander if you need aught. When I get them chops, I'll be riding high on one of them cabs. Sitting pretty up in the whatever you're saying. One ring in particular. Rare blue diamond. Saw it just the other day. Ill fortune. Never know, we might need extra in an emergency. Still, my husband's enterprise has done well. I'm sure he'll have enough gil soon. Plenty to read. No one like telling me I don't do otherwise. Envy of the student at the academy. There's no greater story of obscure text anywhere in Iblis. This one does both armaments. I actually have 1,000,000 gil. That's the weird part. Looking for protectives. Oh shit. Plus 8s. You know what? Why not? Oh. I bought too many. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid! Yeah, we'll hold on to it just in case. On-hit poison. I don't really want to poison katana, though. As much fun as that sounds. Penetrator crossbow, though? I think I could do that for Bosch. Oop. Spendthrift. Spent 1,000,000 gil. I guess I did. Had no idea. Jesus, he's had that hunting crossbow forever. I know. Achievement. Thank you. Ministry of Law has announced the Senate conspired to oust House Solidor, mastermind of the Emperor's assassination. Ministry or no, these are lawless times, my friend. A good time to purchase some armor. Balfenheim, Bear staying, plan on taking the higher Socian. Came here outfitted for the journey, but got thinking, what if the came across beasts you can't handle along the way? At all. One of those spears, or weren't you planning to defend me? But I can never use one of those, dearest. What if I hurt someone? You know, he's got a point. What if he hurt somebody? Actually, that prospective dealer is probably the exact person I need for that one guy. Only those with 3 or more chops may ride this cab, boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. A chop? What's that? If you lack a chop, you pay coin. That's 1,000,000 gil, thank you. What? That's crazy. Having a spot of trouble, are we? I have a message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. On this? But we need a chop. What is a chop anyway? And the boy wants information. That's right. The boy pays. Sure. Why, an upstanding citizen of the Empire carries a chop. It's a mark of status sometimes, a writ of transit others. If you were aiming to go to Central, where the gentry live, I think you'd need 3 chops. How do you get them? Like I've said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do your part here on the street, talk to the right people, you earn your chops in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, people in Arcades love doing good deeds. Why, if they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jules. A friend of Master Balthier's is a friend of mine. Have you seen those chaps running pell-mell about the city? Newcomers are always this way, working up a sweat as they claw their way up the ladder. Never fear, I'll get you there as I have. Chin up, onwards, and all that. Gentleman onlooker. Where am I right now? I'm in Nilbase. Okay, hang on. Not that one. I guess we'll use that one. We can go back to that. New employee of mine broke an instrument on his first day at the lab. Really want to give him some words of encouragement. I'm so busy. Worry not, I'd tell him. Such things only cost 1,000,000 gil or so. You concern to be bigger picture, not such trifling details. Want him to know I'm on his side, you see? Do nothing. Grand line of gamesmen. Do nothing. Researcher. Actually, wait a minute. There was such a lad here. That one. You! What's that? You heard from some bloke who's in my shoes? Now he's made something of himself? That's good to hear. I'll get there someday. Look like a newcomer yourself. Ain't got many chops, I bet. I know how it is, see? Ain't got many myself, but here. Gotta look out for each other, so you can have one of my chops. See you at the top. Yeah! Pinewood chop done. Come on. There we go. Now we're getting there. Taking a while to load. Grand line of gamesmen. Do nothing. We're gonna get there. So each district has their own set of people. You just gotta get the right people. And it's district based. Do nothing? Okay. Avid reader, maybe? Only concerned with my health, she should do proper exercise at least an hour daily in the games room at the laboratory. Unusual for a laboratory man, I suppose, but it is in the blood, but sport rather than the exercise involves the subject of my research. You see, I'm jolly interested in how the body's energy might be regulated to lend strength to those muscles, most taxed by a given action. Thank you for your kindness in relaying my dear sister's concern. Here, have this serve you in this good stead during your time in Arcadis. Another pinewood chop. Yeah. Yep, you're done. You're done. Commit the tale to memory. This goes to materialistic woman, I'm sure. But they keep wandering around. There you are. His wages halved? What ill tidings are these? I wanted my blue diamond. Why to afford it now? There's not but my dowry purse to... Oh. Now there's a thought. Can't believe it never occurred to me before. I'm more than enough gil to buy a piffling diamond. Fine idea. My thanks. You're now free to ride the cab. But I'm not going to. Fuck you! Sorry. Commit the tale to memory. So the lucky news is that they are all in the same locations. Where's that doofus? Faded star. Like the starlets are basically right next to each other. Worried husband. Ex-researcher. Failed researcher. Here we go. Message from my superior? Oh my, I'll wager she's just about had enough of me. Let's see. Only cost 1 million gil or so. Yarg, 1 million? It costs that much? She doesn't want me to pay for it. Please no. Your concern should be a bigger picture. I mean, I'm weak at the fire points, but she doesn't mean to end my research, does she? Not just trifling details. Trifling? Is that what I am? Trifling? I'm finished. That's what I am. Fool to think otherwise. She chastised me, have her in my face. My thanks. Chop for your trouble. They're gonna keep doing this shit. Commit the tale. Old woman, tell her about your whole thing. Path to becoming a star? I don't believe such a thing exists, darling. At least it's not the sort of thing one can search for and hope to find. One must work and watch others at work. One cannot sit about whiling away the hours and pretend. Only through experience do you learn. Wore many a guise in my working life. Armory clerk, airship attendant, personal secretary, headhunter, dread pirate, even the false queen of a lost land. Quite dangerous, that last one. Not recommended. I learned much, but my acting was enriched by it. Yet when I no longer felt true, I had to leave. I have a splendid idea. I shall write a novella of my ventures. There's one thing I have yet to do. Take this, darling, for your excellent advice. I didn't give you advice, you gave me advice. Old man. What's this? My daughter? No, surely not. My daughter would never such a thing. In case of mistaken identity, perhaps. What? The research complete? How many years did I toil finding nothing? That's my girl. Well, if she's finished her work, why stay any longer? Boy, a chop for bringing me this good news. Alright, so, as far as my chops are concerned, key items. Thought it was a key item. Is it just a standard item? I have 6 pinewood chops. And that's in Nilbase, right? Yes. Okay, so that's done. Perfect. So Nilbase done. New zone, new people. Wealthy philosopher of cuisine recognized by the Senate, and that's who. Must be convinced of trouble of late. Large, excellent food, but too much excellence, one forgets to enjoy it. Somewhere there must be a revolutionary dish made from naught but the best ingredients. No, by one but the best chef of our Arcades. Commit this tale to memory. So now I've got to find a chef. A chief! Carrying around me, quite odd. Feel a strange urge to spend my gil of the raffle house and stock notes. Gotta sell, sell, sell. Okay. I didn't think it was him, but you never know. Good brother. Modern city, such thing felt the opposite. Indeed, my prediction was correct. Yet an unforeseen problem has shown itself on my cards. My readings revealed only tragedy. Deal cards for someone, they meet horrible luck. Beckons misfortune, do nothing. Ah, here we go. Dangerous chef. My dish was terrible, I'm sure of it. Invited him back, of course, no reply. Could it have truly been so bad? Well, I suppose I could give one of my new creations that. Happy to give some gentleman you speak of. These basic pureed tomatoes, you see, adding several fish bones upon it per rich caramel sauce. Oh god, gross. Truth be told, I had quite a bit left over and was wondering what to do with it. Here, take this chop and thanks, unless you'd like some food? No. Fuck off. That poor woman. Bye, Cell. Bye, bye, bye. Pardon? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm rather preoccupied at present. What was this to me? This is like food from another world. Aroma such as this, never known. Taste rapturous, tears in my eye. Single tingle on my tongue and stab at the throat, promising in both pleasure and pain, pointed wedging betwixt the teeth. Expected the best, received the beyond. 'Twas a poundry blue... yeah. Flavor, right. And time, good fortune. Reserve a ticket. Misfortune tour was full. Well, I know where that is. Aerial gardens of Bouger are quite popular these days. We're gonna enter the aerodrome. I feel like there's nothing gonna be in the aerodrome, but you never know. Welcome to Arcades. Huge worm flying through the air. Follow the ship for a while. If attacked, we'll be killed for sure. Let's go home, please. Coming to flight of fancy, I know perfectly well why you want to go home to play with your friends. We'll return to Arcadia once we settle upon the site for our summer home, no sooner. We mustn't be outdone. Now, no need for tempers to flare, Mother. Of course, Father wouldn't change that about you for the world. Oh boy. Rude. Old street here, friend of mine, warned of this place. Can't leave this place soon enough. Okay, cool. Alright, so I don't think there's anything in here. Good news about that. It's gotta be the shops or something. Cancellation, wonderful. My gratitude for telling me. Good. Tis custom. There we go. Kill more. Gambit for the market. Dangerous chef. She is definitely a dangerous chef. I remember one of these gambits. In truth, I find it quite unsettling that I was contemplating getting rid of it. Get from my husband, I suppose I couldn't just give it away. I'm not even sure what it truly is. Thank you for your story. However, here's a chop. Cool. Yes, I know. Talking about the flavor. I get it. Vegetable seller. What she wants. Where is that sister? Again, I know this is about as exciting to watch as it is. I just really want to be done. And they keep running around. I'm just like, fuck. Oh, she was for the novelist. Durr. That makes sense. Seriously, where the fuck did that sister go? I know she was bitching about it. Not the chef. Gerben lady. There we go. Waiting woman, I guess. Fine. Epistle of Love, okay. So he did pick up my letter. How do I know it was? Because I placed it in such a way he would see it first, of course. Being sure to stay out of sight. Many thanks for coming to tell me. Nice to know fate has triumphed once more. Here's a chop. Okay, sure. Tell me about your ears of corn. I need that vegetable seller. You! Ah, here's the corn. That was it. I don't remember seeing any empty corn bin at the storehouse. You've probably forgotten there's none left. Making Fairfield Gill is all well and good, but when you get too busy, you start forgetting stuff. Here's a chop anyway. Ah, shit, I keep talking to this guy. I need to stop. Tarot girl, where are you? You! You talk to that novelist. Fortune teller who only sees misfortune? Why, of course. Why not write what I don't know of after all? The life has been such a happy one. Visit this reader of the cards and see tragedy lies in store for me. Thanks to you, a chop for your advice. Alright. Inventory of the chops, which is currently at 13. This was Rihanna, so alright, we got a lot of those. Hey, zombie, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there for a second. You sure got the funny quotes in RE4 Professional. Which RE4 Professional? You have to remind me. Again, I'm running around just sort of trying to get everything together. Yeah, we'll hold off on buying X potions. I may need the million gil for something. Stare and they stare. $15 more and you can trade them in for sandalwood. Okay, so I still need 15. It was after you did the normal. I mean, you have to remember, I did RE4 on Xbox One, PC, and a couple of other things, so it could be any of those playthroughs, to be honest. And I don't remember the quotes. It was on the Xbox One? Okay. Gonna get my chops. No, it's fine. I don't remember, man. It's been about a year or so, at least. Oh my, oh my, my, my. Asked me whether to buy tickets to the farce. Bought one too many in my first. Be punished for sure. History of the Empire. Alright, so I need to look for a youngin'. Moneyed gentleman? Nope. Music appreciator. Farce goer, which will be important later. Boutiquier. Ah, money man and boutiquier. I got it. Accumulated some wealth. You realize I want neither money nor power. Client's daughter. Okay, nope. You're a musician. Ah, I'll buy it at a high price. Tradition 5, good building on is already built. What's that? You've an acquaintance who knows much of history. How long I've sought for this. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Please accept this chop. Glory to the Empire. Sweet. Let's play the matchmaking game. Commit this tale to memory. Oh, daughter. Girl on errand. Nope. Smitten woman. Here we go. What? He said that about me? For true? Are you... Is he sure? Perhaps he meant another. If it's truly me he asked after, I certainly accept. I mean, when you have 10 plus years to practice, it kind of works. I do believe I'm overjoyed. Look, it's not that much, but saving this chop for a special occasion, well, take it. It's yours. Thanks for the chop, lady. I got the chops. Chops and chops. You, my good man. Oh, shit. Alright. A lutenist. I know exactly where he is. Mr. Loot! Someone seeks a lutenist? You're sure? How long have I waited? I would love nothing more than to play an appreciative listener. Thanks for this, sir. Here's a chop bearing. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. 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 Okay. Music appreciator done. Yeah, so everything is faster. If it can move at a faster pace, it will. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Take us to the farce. Commit this tale to memory. Ooh, the builder. I can use that. Need one more ticket for the farce? Then lay luck and smile upon me. This is better than any amusement. A chop for your trouble. Builder. Population continues to soar. Buildings sprout up like toadstools after the rain in an unruly garden of Arcades. My consortium, too, is business of building, yet frankly, popular designs give me indigestion. Oh, for the man of both an architect and an artisan. Artisan architect. Where are you, man? Smitten man? No. There you go. One who understands the architecture need not be opposed to one another. Good tidings these. Field design coming on. Yes, a masterpiece. The most annoying part in professional? So the damage from like standard zombies is definitely the most annoying thing. Like you'll run into rooms which are just loaded with guys on professional, and if you're not careful, they will just beat you to death. Let's see, I've got 5 so far. This is Trant. Alright, let's talk to the man with money. A lady wishing to open a boutique, you say? This bears further inquiry. I would meet with her. Who knows where our discussion might lead. If you need a fertile soil for enterprise, here's a chop for your aid. Thanks, dude. Alright, so Trant is done. Now, granted, the chainsaw, guys, as long as you've got the ammunition for it, you're fine. I do enjoy traveling, seeing flora and fauna in faraway places, save the flora. But yeah, if you've got like flash grenades or anything like that to slow them down, just do that. Like you'll see me do some bullshit to make that work. The Traveler. I know where the Traveler is exactly. He's way down at the end of the road here. Opposite end of town. Traveling gentleman. Woman Traveler concerned about armor, you say? Certainly, heavy armor is just that, heavy. But I worry more about beasts than bruises. Me, I find my greatest foe in the road is solitude. So enjoys traveling? Perhaps you might arrange a meeting? If I could find someone of feminine persuasion to share my travels, that'd solve all my woes. Perhaps I could solve hers? Oh yeah, the heavy machine guns. God. I'll talk to the mummer. Nope, not them. What's all this got to do with chops? I know. There is a way. I just forget right now. Oh, here we go. Told you I detest the mummers. Sooner watch the mating dances of What? My mother was weeping? Reminiscing, no doubt? My father was a mummer, you see. He could never earn enough to put food on our table, try as he might. Eventually it broke him. He fell ill. To buy salve he borrowed. And so he worked. Though he was sick and made little, yet how not hope to repay aught. One day a lord came calling, a man of means. He was, and he offered to take my father's debt on as his own, provided my father left his wife. And the lord turned and proposed marriage to my mother, for she was a rare beauty in her days. My father told her she should go with him. So I was torn too from my father. How I wept. I never saw him again, nor can I say where he is. I heard rumor he moved far away, that is all. If he had not been so drunk with the mummer's life, it never would have come to that. So you see, I have reason to hate the prancing fools. And now I've spoken over much. My apologies, though tale told, I feel better. Please take this chop for being so kind as to listen. So, the broken butterfly, it doesn't take too much, actually, as long as it's upgraded fully. A necklace. Yes. Where is that woman? Poor wife. Let's talk to the poor wife. What? He bought a necklace for me as my anniversary present? Oh dear, oh dear. Whatever shall I do? First things first. I'll have your silence on this. Not a peep at him. Not even a meaningful glance. I'll pay you not to speak. Are we agreed? Thanks. Poor wife is done. Avid traveler done. A tutor. I think there's a tutor not too far away, actually. Judge's wife. That's the look-alike. That's the magician. That's the other look-alike. You're not a tutor. Do nothing. Alright. We'll get to him later. Giza Crafts. Oh, right. The Giza Craftsman. Got it. Oh, Academy of Magic. That's the wrong one. Where is that damn tutor? Look-alike. Man from Giza. Would-be judge. Talented woman. Look-alike again. Where did that guy run off to? He was up here. That's the crazy thing. Like, he was around here. Is that you? Yeah, there we are. Tutor by trade. Yet of late, unemployed. Why my pupils transferred to Bujerba, leading me to seek new charge. Yep. Metallo? Metallo? Wait a minute, what did he just say? Wait a minute. Reginald is the brightest, such a not but the best tutelage sure making the academy this year. To think he'll be a grand 33 this coming name day. He'll be 33! What a genius! What a scholar! $8 and 20 chops. Which is for my other ardent gentleman over here. Stop running around, idiot. What's that? 8 and 20 chops already? That's a fine amount to be sure, but tell her this. Try to float up to High Garden, you'll drift off the clouds. Get firm footing down here and build your way back brick by brick. Alright, cool. Daughter-in-law. Trinket from Giza. We'll talk to the boy from Giza. Nope, not you. There we are. Man from Giza. So the client was looking for me as well now. What's a relief? I'm ready to get this here job done. Get me home to my woman. So blinded by Gil was I didn't even look at the map. Who knew Arcades was so far away? Oh. Yeah. Matalo. Possible. The mummer. Look-alike. Commit this to memory. Are you utterly daft? The one who's looking for the swindler is the swindler. Don't you see? It's the oldest trick in the grimoire, my boy. What's that? He's still nearby. Good. Time to put an end to this once and for all. Don't worry, you have my gratitude. And a bit in your pocket. And if I look at my loot, I am 2 away. So I'm looking for the man who would be a judge. Look-alike I've already got. Talented woman, here we go. Knack for magic. Old man! There we go. lass with a knack for magic, yet no guild to pay for it. How fortunate for her. I was thinking of starting a program for scholars in need. First there'll be an examination, but if she truly does have a knack, that should be little trouble. Here, a chop for your information. Oh, yeah. Lord Sadler. Again, RE4 is great. It has terrible, terrible lines, but it's still fantastic for it. Where is that woman? I probably already walked too far. Judge's wife. Here we go. Someone waiting to be a judge. Whoever they might be, the advice for them. If they seek to be a judge for the sake of justice, no good will come of it. Please tell him this. Tell him that above all else, his family must come first. Peace is a frail bloom that only blooms in the soil of the family's love. And I think, with that, I have all the chops. I got you busted now, Reaper. This is what I want to tell you. I forgot. Got me busted? What? Nani? Very well, here's your sandalwood chop. Congratulations for getting your sandalwood. This designates you the most promising ardent. Why, you might even make gentry one day. With the sandalwood, you may ride cabs and get into Central. So, I've got all my chops. Oh, the TMP. So the TMP does have its uses, but you drop in accuracy because of the amount of shots you're putting out there, which lowers your score. So if you want high accuracy, you can't really use the TMP. The only time you can really use it is during Ada's stuff. Like, otherwise it's just completely useless. Also, we're going to go back to old Arcades because we've got chops now. Careful sandalwood chop, access to elite portions of the city, Grand Arcady, High Terrace, get enough chops for the trade. Need to match up all the pairs of citizens in all 4 districts. Key part of the Hunt Club side quest, Cockatrice. You'll eventually return here to speak to Otto for part of a hidden medallion quest. Starting pistol has the highest crit rate with the lowest cost. Like, straight up. Like, those 3 stars to get it to max, especially on professional. Like, professional, you only have so much money to work with that entire time. And if you want to get through bosses, like, you want to get through zombies easily, you want that crit rate. Because it doesn't matter how high the damage is, if you aren't getting headshots that kill zombies, like every other time, it's completely pointless. Because you're just wasting ammunition trying to pop a zombie in the head like 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And if they don't go down in any of those shots, then you're screwed. So you kind of hope that you get the chance to utilize the crit rate, which is why the starting pistol's really good in RE4. And again, I got through it. It works for me. Like, I'm not saying that everybody has to play it that way. I'm just saying it's smarter in my viewpoint. sorry, who are you? Oh, Chop Master. I was like... Also, I never really understood why there's a Chop Master every time. The pistol is your best friend, especially, like, early game. Later on, you start relying more on just the shotgun to do raw damage to clear out groups. But that's basically just for the knockdown. Oh yeah, the starting sniper? Yeah, I hate that one. Absolutely hate it. Because it's like, alright, shot one round, now I've got to go out of focus, cock into the next shell, and then fire that. And it's the worst. So yeah, the later sniper rifle is by far better. You want fire rate and accuracy. Accuracy and damage is one thing, but for a sniper shot, you want to be able to put those rounds out. Especially when you're dealing with multiple enemies, because... Sure, you can do it with a standard rifle and a scope for bolt action, but that's for single enemy targets. And even then, like, when you're dealing with multiple zombies or multiple bugs or multiple people, it is so slow to wait for that animation to go all the way through and then get back into scope, sight up, and then shoot again. It's the worst. That's a sandalwood chop I see. Very well, this cab will take me to Snowball. What's up, Balthier? Ah, so pleased you could join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Dracula researchers is just ahead. We'll take that and go into the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Chops of sandal, they're worth more than life itself here. Don't let your go so lightly. Decline. If I go down there, I shan't be coming back. Not until I've earned my status once again. Starting from scratch at my age. Ah, good old Arcades crystal. Well, so it depends on your definition, because in RE and Resident Evil in general, none of them are technically zombies because they are living, they're just infected with something. So the T virus, the G virus, Code Veronica, you know, all those sorts of things. So any one of those viruses, they're still technically alive, the cells are still moving, but at the same time, it's a zombie. And my definition of a zombie is a lot different than a lot of other people's. Because, like, oh, well, they're not dead, so they can't be zombies. It's like, fuck off. They don't have to be alive. Like, as long as the cells on their body cause their body to move, they're zombies. But what a zombie means to me is you have no control of your own faculties or your being, and you're being controlled and manipulated by a parasitic organism of some type to cause or inflict damage to other creatures to spread that parasite. So that's my definition of a zombie. So if you're doing any one of those things, it's a zombie. I don't care what you say, like, it's still a zombie. An Arden, are you? I'm a gentry. Expect you to be addressed as much peasant.
Accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Draclaw.
My lord.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not.
Oh, sure, they scream.
Though this will make our task more difficult still.
Like, it really depends, because even in, like, RE1, RE2, you couldn't really do much back in those days in the original versions to show that they were feeling pain. But, sure, like, you could argue that they weren't feeling it as much, but still, they're zombies. They aren't controlling their own minds. I think this will let me up, right? No one's allowed to enter Central at this time. Please come again. Special table is... You know what I mean. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, RE4 is a great game. Certainly took your time getting here, didn't you? Off to see the sights, perhaps? Not likely. You know how long it took to get the chops to get up here? What's that? But I gave Jules some chops. Jules? Squad of judges has been sent to Dracula. You'll find the service entrance a rather difficult proposition, I'm afraid. You're doing, no doubt. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Vaughn out collecting chops until the judges can reinforce Dracula. Of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for word of the prodigal son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers, my friend. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Master Balthier, that Dracula is a tour box these days, filled with your father's conceits. All developed without the Senate's knowledge, of course. Why, not even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations. Now here's the catch. Since Vane had himself declared dictator, nary a peep has come out of the laboratory. What did I call the snacks? Which snacks? Something about snacks? So their own mum for the merest scrap of information about the goings-on inside Dracula. People like Rosarian sympathizers worried about the Empire's weapons programs, and anyone else who might be opposed to House Solidor hegemony. Hegemony? Hegemony? Oh, the snakes? I don't know, danger noodles? Could have been anything, I have no idea. So we create a disturbance and get your windfall of dirt on Dracula. The way I call Ashley it, yeah. She's definitely an it. Giblets! That might be it, yeah. Yeah, giblets. That sounds like something I'd say. In exchange for your services, I've spoken to a cabbie. Ask you where you want to go. Tell him you know where to go. Simple, no? Alright, deal. Brokered in true Arcades fashion. Why, it's just like old times, Jules. Brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to your Lord Father, Master Framron, or rather Master Balthier. And on and on. Okay. So now we're going to check the door one more time. I want to get to Central, damn it. I've got the sandalwood, which is basically all I needed. But no. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here for today. I need to get something to eat and move my car and all that fun sort of stuff. I know this was all just Arcades, but the good news is we got it all out of the way. And we've got a couple of options on where we're going to go. I think we are going to head into Draclor. We're just going to straight up go into it. And then once we finish with Draclor Lab, we'll start on all our side quest stuff again. Yeah, no worries, Zombie. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here. So next time, Dracula Laboratory, and hopefully we get through it. I think there's a judge fight at the end of that, but I can't remember. I don't know if Dr. Sid comes in or not. And I don't remember how big that dungeon is. But we'll get there and we'll see what it's like. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying this run around the city of Arcades with all of its airshipperies and buildings and such. And, you know, we didn't really take a proper look while we were on the ground, but now that we're up in the middle areas, we're going to end up on the high terraces and everything else too. So that's going to be a fun time. So once we have access to Central, we'll be good to go. But Arcades, and then Dracula Laboratory next, and we'll get back into some combat. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!